Niggas got double, triple in their ass now, cuz. You rock out there and out in the block, nigga. I'm in survival mode, cuz, even more when I was on the yard. I've been home for 20 years, low. My name is OG Killa Martin, Westside Altadena. Yeah, the last time we had this little interview, I think I had about 1 2 minutes of these here things here, big dog.
What I want to get is our origins, how we started from the early 70s, how things
That's how we
lived.
started, cuz.
Well, speak on it.
That's how we started, cuz.
Us, our relationship with the Raymond.
Oh, shut up, what the fuck up, no.
You shut up.
No, I'm in that one eye, cuz. I'm in like that, cuz. But, kind of sidetracked everything when we got to talking when you mentioned Rockhead. But my nigga Rockhead, cuz. I met him, we was in the shoe program at Tehachapi Max, cuz, and
we talking about Rockhead from Santana.
Rockhead from Santana Blocc. Talking about my dog, and I just kind of took off and ran with that. But what we wanted to get to last time, I believe we wanted to get to the foundation of the hood. We wanted how things had started. But I really today want to really get into what we need to do as a people, man, and moving forward. And because I got a motto, man, when I first came home from the pen, and it was something that God had gave me, and it was real simple, man. Give back to the community that you helped destroy. I believe we all have that part to play today. All of us G's from our neighborhood, man, you know, we all understand it ain't cool to gangbang no more, man. It ain't cool to kill this man because he lived down the street. You know what I'm saying? So we need to do better, man. We losing as a people as it is. When I was a kid, man, coming up, we owned shit. We don't own nothing now. We had a beauty supply, we had grocery stores, record shops. We had all these kind of things, man. We own things, and now we don't own nothing. And, you look around you, man, and you look at you just sit on a busy street, for an example, and you watch all the working trucks pass by. What you gonna see? You don't see no blacks driving these trucks. You dig? We got to, it's time to get back, man, and we got to stop killing each other, man, and come together as a people and start owning things again, start hiring each other again. You know, we losing, man, right now. You know, it looks like we winning if you look at TV, basketball, and football, but if you look at the numbers that the blacks that don't make it, you'll see how much we really losing. So, yeah, man, far as Westside Altadena, man, you look in our hood now, man, we don't own nothing up there. We got one barbershop in the hood, one black-owned barbershop. That's it. You dig?
What you think about buying black, supporting other black businesses?
We got to do that, man. You know, that's the first step. You know, if he has a t-shirt shop, right? Let me come over here and spend some money. Let me buy me some socks from my one-eye shop. You know what I'm saying? Let me give me a t-shirt or two. Let me give me a hat. You know, let me give me some boxes from his spot instead of going to Ross Dress for Less. Let me go to One Eye Shop and get me a couple of t-shirts and a hat. Yeah, we got to support each other, man. And that's something that we don't do.
You know what I want you to talk about? Being part of the union.
Okay, yeah, I'm from a local cement mason, local 600. I finish concrete for a living. The union is good. Okay, I got into the trade in March 1st, 2001. My best man got me in the trade, Ronald Matthews. And it's one of the best things, man, that's probably happened to me. I I work hard every day, man. But I make good money. And this is what we got to do with our youngsters in the hood, man. We got to get them in trades. Trades don't care how many felonies you got, big dog. The only thing we want to know, are you going to be on time? Can I teach you? You have a teachable spirit? And that you're going to be there, a willing body on the job. And I tell my young homies and my nephews all the time, man, y'all ain't doing nothing but sitting out here smoking 4, 5 blunts a day, 10 blunts a day. You ain't working. You could be getting in the union, man. It don't matter which union you get in. Concrete. I just got my son. He's a carpenter. I tried to get him in the trade at 18. And he was like, nah, Dad, I see how dirty you come home, man. I'm cool. He thought he was a little player. But, he's a second period apprentice carpenter. That's what we need.
How long you been working?
I've been working all my life, man. At this particular, like I said, I got in at March 1st, 2001. Okay. I graduated at the top of my class, Kev. Apprentice of the Year, 2005. What does that mean? That means I was out of 2,000 apprentices, I was number 1. Now, I worked hard, man. Half an hour early every day, teachable spirit, and I was able to learn the trade. And the trade is always, you're always ever learning, right? You don't never hit the ceiling in learning, right? So, but yeah, I've been in the trades and I'm going on 20 years now, man.
So they taught you the trade?
Yes.
And this is after you got out of prison?
This is like when I got out the pen. I got out the pen in 1999. And I was working for my best man. He was a contractor in Pasadena. And so when the Paseo project came he said, hey, man, we got an opening down here, Kev. Cement mason. I didn't know nothing about concrete. But I was willing. I knew this was an opportunity of a lifetime. And I knew that once I got a trade, I would never need a job again. Full benefits. For me, my wife, and my kids when they were younger. You can't go wrong union. You got retirement. You know what I'm saying? When we get old, this body breaks down. And so when we get in our 60s and 70s, I'm 56 now. And it's, hey man, my back, I wake up in the morning sometimes, oh man, hey man, you gotta have some retirement. You gotta have something to fall back on when you get in your 70s, man. So union is, awesome with that. They have full benefits, your wife and kids, retirement, and they pay well. Every trade pays very well. I don't care which one you get in. Just get in one. Look around you, man. You go downtown LA, work is booming. You see these big cranes everywhere. You see these green gates around, all these new construction projects. It is money in the trades. That's the way to go for these young homies, man. You know what I'm saying? I got in the trade, I think I was about 36 when I got in. And so, but I was in top-notch physical shape because prison preserved me, doing all them burpees and pull-ups and dips and So, yeah, Kev, so the trade's the way to go, homie, for sure.
So, Killa, homie, for those that want to know what they got to do to get started in the apprenticeship program, where they got to go, where could they apply? And one big question I'm sure the viewers want to know, what would they probably be getting started at? What, 18, 19, 17, $20 an hour? Because we know you work your way up, and once you get certified, then you get the bigger money.
Yes. Well, like in our trade, for example, first period apprentice start out at $17.01 an hour, and you don't know nothing. You don't know diddly squat. And we gonna pay you $17.01 an hour to teach you. Now, what you gotta do to apply? Well, now Everything's right here, Google. All you gotta do is Google it. Hey Google, what do I need to do to be a carpenter? Well, I'm gonna tell you what Google's gonna say. You call the hall, you ask, you get the number to the Carpenters of Los Angeles, right? Local? Yeah, it's whatever, I think it's 409 or something like that. Whatever union it is you wanna get in, right? You call the union hall, you say, hey man, my name is such and such, I wanna join the trade, what do I have to do? And the lady's gonna tell you, like my trade back when I got in, I had to pay 301 or 305 to get in. I had to bring my birth certificate and I needed a valid driver's license or ID. Okay? Lady gonna tell you, bring this down here when you come down to the hall. Bring your money, bring your ID, bring your birth certificate, come on down. We're gonna have some paperwork about that thick for you to fill out. You fill out all the paperwork, you sit down there, and you in. Now, he's gonna tell you, come back Monday morning, be here about 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30, whatever it is, and you're gonna sit in that hall. Apprentices are gonna always work. Contractors have to have so many apprentices per square footage of their job. So if they got a big job, like in Pasadena, we got a big job right now on Fair Oaks and Walnut. That's Morley's doing all the concrete on that job, right? Well, you go there, hey man, they'll send you down there, you're gonna go to work. Okay. The foreman needs to know, hey man, I need you to be here on time every day. As long as you got the right attitude, and they see you willing to learn, homie, they gonna bend over backwards to help you. Okay? So for all y'all, hey man, put the blunts down, get clean, get into one of these trades, man.
Did you work while you was in prison?
Oh yeah, man, you know that. I work for, $8 a month. Sweeping them and mopping them chow hall floors. You know what I'm saying? And you blessed if you get that. You blessed if you get that. If you end up getting a tier tender job, working in the kitchen. All these got little small pay numbers, $12 a month, $8 a month, $16 a month. Right, man, I work.
What could you buy with $8 a month in prison?
Oh man, everything you need. Toothpaste, deodorant. Back then, we was able to buy Bugler. You could smoke then. You can't smoke now. Prison's fucked up. You don't want to go to prison. You might as well just go and stay out here. You go mind somebody, so you might as well mind somebody out here, homie. Cause you go mind when you get back there in them stoops. Yeah. And you gonna be working for, like I said, $8 a motherfucking month. Right. So you might as well stay out here and make $17 an hour just starting out. You get a raise every 6 months, a $2 and something raise. All you gotta do is just show up every day. So you're gonna start from 17, 19, 21, 23. When you journeyman out, you're gonna be at $30-something an hour. 7-time convicted felon make $38 an hour. Tell me God ain't good. Now I work hard. I still work hard every day. But if I could do it, then you already know. You know my history, homie. All I used to drink was, look what I drink now. I used to drink Old English every day. I don't drink that shit no more. I drink this so I can stay out. If I drink Old English, homie, I'd be back in jail. I'd have been back in jail a long time ago. Gotta apply wisdom, man. You can't do the things you used to do back in the 80s. It don't work. All that stuff we used to do in the 80s, you can't do that now. Everybody got cameras everywhere. You going to jail. You might as well just get some act right in your life, big dog. Go on to work every day. Take care of your kids. Get you a nice place. Get you a good girl, got a job. And it's all history. Might as well just live, homie. And then, of course, when you get in that position, it's time to start giving back. It's time to start helping people along the way. We got to give back to the communities that we helped destroy, homie.
When you pulled up, we was talking about the need for brothers to come together.
Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate on that?
Oh man, it's critical. It's a critical time for us, man. It's time to stop killing each other, homie. You know, I thank God for us in Pasadena and Altadena. I think this is like the 5th summer that has went by with no wars. I mean, every summer it used to be on. You know, kids ain't got nothing to do but go up and shoot each other. Okay, that hasn't occurred in 4 or 5 summers, man. That's because I believe us older homies are hollering out our young homies, and everybody's just waking up. People tired of going to jail. It ain't no fun in there, homie. It used to be fun in the 80s. DVI Tracy, when they released me in 87, I was like, damn, cuz I'm going home in 2 weeks. I was actually upset. I mean, because we had 500 homies up there, man. You know, nothing red walked the yard. There was no Bloods, there was no North Enders. It was just, but it was fun because inmates ran the prison. They ain't running nothing now. So, no, it ain't no fun no more. You might as well get some Mac right out here, but it's critical that we stop killing each other, man. It's that time. You know, we look at what's going on, man, in Los Angeles, you know, F-13s, East Coast. And, man, if they can stop killing each other, it's time. We got to stop doing it, man. It's time to come together. It's time to start helping each other. It's time to start employing each other. You know, we got to do that. And besides, everything like my neighborhood and PDLs, everything's so small, you killing your own nephews. That could be your cousin. That could be your everything, because everything's so, everybody is small. You killing your own folks, man. You don't even know it. So, you know, to my tiny homies and my tiny nephews that's Bloods, man. When y'all get older, you gotta wake up, man. You realize what we doing, cause they ain't with it. They'll tell you, no, man, nigga, no. But they 18, they 17, they 20. They don't know. They ain't been on the planet long enough like us.
You mentioned F-13 in the East Coast. Did Altadena and Pasadena have racial wars?
Well, no, because we don't have. It's not a lot of Hispanic gangs. I mean, you got South Side Posse, North Side Posse, East Side Posse, but they're not. Well, now Villa Boys. But that was the Villa Boys and the PDLs was at each other's throats for a long time. But it wasn't really never a race thing like that in Pasadena and Altadena, because you got too many Bloods to shoot, and vice versa. So it wasn't, you know. But no, it wasn't never black and brown in Pasadena.
What's that shirt you got on, man?
My Tribe Arrived. Now this is a good example, man, of what we pushing now, man, and trying to bring some unity to the hood, bring some black folks together, man, and start doing some good in the hood, man. You know, let's all summer, man. You know, I personally, me and a couple of homies, we barbecue, man. Come on, everybody, come up, get something to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's feed our community. You know what I'm saying? You got homies come home from the pen, man. They gonna need some clothes. They gonna need a pair of shoes. You know, so this is what we're trying to push. This is what this is about here, man. Helping our community, man, and making it strong and good again, like it's supposed to be, man.
All right, like my big homie was saying, you know, I'm Goldie, pushing this My Tribe Rise, and pushing this peace, man. And like he was saying, take heed to some of his words. For those who's looking for a trade, looking for work, this is an option. So, you know we need to bring economics to this piece in order for it to work too. Okay, you want me to stop this, you want me to stop that, man, we gotta have some money coming in so you can take Killa words on how to be a part of that union. And I also want to know, you know, we got Killa here. We ain't gonna let him get away without giving us a war story, man. So stay tuned on Kev Mac video. Professor Melly Mel couldn't be here with us today, so Goldie from Altadena I'm in his place today. Shout out to Melly Mel. Shout out to Kev Mac videos giving us this platform, and Killa could clarify some things and share some things with you guys. And My Tribe Rise, we in the house. So, Mr. Killa, can you tell us the origins of Altadena, when it first got started, the founders?
The founders is OG Van, Big Hawk, rest in peace, Big Mark Hawkins. Several more big homies, the Ledbetters, and et cetera, et cetera. But they were Westside Altadena Crip.
And what year was this?
And I'm not sure when they started, but I put Westside Altadena Crip on my back in 1976. So they probably started about 75, 74, but it wasn't any Bloods in Pasadena. It wasn't fighting anybody. I think looking back as a little homie, I think it was Big Hawk and them had formed it because of what was going on in Pasadena with Ray and them. And I remember as a kid, I remember the big homie had said this, they ain't selling no dope in Altadena. And I always remembered that. He was talking about Ray and them. They ain't selling no dope in Altadena. And they never did because of Big Hawk and the big homies, OG Van and the Ledbetters and their cousins and them niggas was black belts, man. They didn't play. But I think that's how it originally, I think that's what Big Hawk intended for it to be. It was just to protect Altadena. Kind of like what our big homies in LA, Raymond Washington and Big Took, when they started Crip, it was the police protect the neighborhood. It wasn't to kill each other, it was to help and protect the neighborhood. That's what the original purpose of Crip, with our founding fathers, were intended for it. And so the same thing in Altadena. So as time went on, we changed in '79 to the block. And about that same time, this dude came from LA and brung Devil Lane out there. Even though half of them was confused, they were saying Devil Lane, and then the other was saying, but when he brung that out there, that's when everything changed. So we changed to the block, and that's when it started, blood, Crip, It started out fighting, stabbing each other, a 12 gauge and a 38, that's all we had back then. And now it's escalated. Okay, and now, 30 years later, we got X amount of people dead for what? Because red and blue. So that was I believe, the original intent of our big homies.
So things like that to protect the neighborhood.
Right.
From police brutality and
all of that. Because back then the sheriffs wasn't no joke. Mm-hmm. They take you up the training trail, beat you down, and leave you up there. You know what's happening. Training trail, way up in the mountains.
Right.
Beat down, and you got to try and make it on back down. So Underwood then wasn't no joke. I believe that's what the big homies' intentions was. Big Hawk and OG Van and all them was, protect the neighborhood, man. Not only from the police, but from the dope dealers, man. I don't believe, the big homies they didn't do drugs. They wasn't doing drugs and all that. It wasn't like that then.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, when we was talking about Ray, that was in regards to Ray Browning, and then that was in Pasadena,
BGF.
Yeah, they part of BGF, and a lot of people probably don't know this, that Pasadena was a headquarters for BGF back then.
That was their headquarters, big dog.
That's right, back in their day. Yeah.
That was their headquarters, Pasadena.
So the dudes in Pasadena, man, they had that resource for money, and I understand what the brothers in Altadena was doing. That was a resistance. You didn't want those drugs to come in the community because it would have just destroyed it.
Destroyed it. Why would it? And not only, when you bring drugs to the community, there goes crime.
Yeah,
murders go up, robberies go up.
Yeah,
because people they're gonna be jacking you, trying to get some money so they can get their drugs.
Yeah. Because it was an era, man, when robberies was real bad for the killer Dayton's. Man, that was crazy. Exactly. People was losing their life over Dayton's. of some damn rims. So,
Right.
So I'm glad we got past that stage, man, and
Sure.
we're on to something else and trying to get to some more positive things for the various tribes that's out there.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 79. Altadena Blocc Crip is in full effect. And the block, I hear, is coming. We have some relationship with Santana Block in Compton around 1979. Could you elaborate on that?
Well, how that came about was Mondo Tiwi and Red Eye. Mondo Tiwi and Red Eye grew up in the hood. I'm not going to elaborate on why, what had happened, but I ain't going to put Mondo Tiwi's business out there like that. But anyway, they grew up in the hood. So we started going out there with them. We'd pack up in the van, man. We'd be 15, 20 deep. Red Eye be driving. We'll go to Compton, hang out with Santana's, man, and they started teaching us how to block it up. One time we went to Luda's party, man, we had all red rags on, big dog. And things like that. So, and they come to Pasadena, man, and you know what I'm saying, and they just taught us how to block it up, man.
Now, being from the block, understands a lot of little sayings. The block get the cot, give up the slacks. Give us some of them old block sayings, man.
You got to kick back, relax, drop the slacks, and give Killer the backs. I'm the kid from the block. I got to get the kids out. Yes, go on and, And so the girls be like, oh, y'all crazy. We'll grab them on their booty. Come on, girl, drop them slacks and kick back and relax. I'm the kid from the block. I got to his at it. So we had all those kind of, and the Santanas had, well, I'm the kid from Santana with the big banana. TikTok, the block, Santana block. So we had all them crazy sayings, man. And it was funny. And the girls loved it. Like, man, them it's crazy.
Yeah, man, I would like to say, for those that are blocks, they know what we talking about. Blocking it up. They know exactly what we talking about.
Blocking it up, big dog.
I just wanted to share that, man, because I find it interesting and fun, and I use the lingo a lot myself, man.
Sir.
Yes, so those that are blockers out there, what's up, fam?
Yeah.
To all the tribes out there, but yeah. But yeah, man, we're gonna be asking Killer some more things. We're gonna talk about some Rockhead. So for y'all maniacs and Mac heads out there, we got a Killer gonna give y'all a war story.
Right.
Yeah, you good. Man, how and when did you first meet Rockhead?
In prison, man. Buried in the shoe program. Hatchby Max. And, Rockhead was a rider, man. He was a torpedo, man. And I'm not going to, because he already talked about it. But used to hear, man, I used to hear his name way before I met him. And last time I was a little tipsy, I was saying Keith Seward and the block. And so that when we first met, I knew we was on the yard. We're talking about the baddest man. We're talking about the baddest man on everything. Listen, we're talking about one of the baddest human beings on one-on-one combat, Rockhead, when he was in the shoe. I'm telling you, cuz I see this motherfucker, cuz he was my big homie. And he sent me a note coming to the shoe. His name was Keith Sue, not Rockhead. Keith Sue. His name was Keith Swab. But yeah, man, you heard of all the big homies' names, man, before you met them. Motor Mouse. You just heard of all these guys that was running stuff, man. As a little homie, you hear all your big homies' names, and they be. And my time, it wasn't it don't matter what hood you from. Long as you a real motherfucker, homie, you straight. And so you consider one of the real homies, and real homies always run the prison. I don't care. Real homies, I don't know about today, how things probably so foul, but real homies run the prison, man. And you hear about all those old CCO stories. And so one time I got to the pen, I was like, man, I ain't never getting up under no paperwork, homie. It's always gonna be Altadena Blocc. I ain't getting up under no paperwork. We ain't doing none of that. And but I seen how when I got to the pen, how CCO demolished it really pretty much self-destructed, destroyed itself. You know, when you don't treat your soldiers right, if you're a captain, I'm a torpedo, but I'm sitting here watching the wall. You got a big old color TV in your room and Zuzus and Wham Whams, radio, and you know. But as a torpedo, I'm watching the wall. Well, that ain't gonna last. And so that's pretty much how that demolished itself.
Did CCO ever approach you to join?
No. Time I got to the pen, CCO was dismantling, and then so Blue Note had risen up, and the notes was like, well, we ain't making you push no line, we ain't gonna make you do this. It's just real homies coming together. That's how I looked at it. But I'm like, nah, man, I ain't, you know. But my homies from Raymond running the note card, so it's like, okay. But nah, homie, we keeping it 100, man.
Was the BGF still up and running when you hit the
No. They when I got to the pen, BGF, that's another thing, you know. Shooting drugs, dog. You know, destroyed all that, man. Crips had taken over in the early 80s. Crips had populated the prison. We were in Quentin, we were in Old Folsom, we were in Tracy and Soledad Central. And we wasn't having you ain't telling us what to do. Old man, dope fiend, you ain't telling no Crip what to do. So no, we wasn't. BGF was, that's the 70s and the 60s, you know what I'm saying, before Crips and Bloods really came to prison and started dominating the prisons.
So I hear that same scenario a lot, but let me ask you, was the heroin use widespread within the Black prison organization, or was that just a couple of the riders and shot callers?
Well, with my experience, like I said, I came on the tail end. So, but from what I seen, it was the older BGS, you know, that was using smack, you know, the older Mexicans, you know, they use dope. But Crips, we don't shoot. we don't do that, homie. We drink Pruno, smoke weed, and that's about as far as it go, homie. You know, Crips ain't shooting no needles in their arm. They ain't shooting no heroin, man. We ain't doing that.
Did you run across Monster Cody?
I never ran across Monster Cody. He was a couple of years younger than me. But I heard all the stories when he was in YA. I never met him in the pen. We never were on the same yard. But yeah.
How about Peabody from UBN?
Yeah, I ran across Peabody in the county jail. And we were actually supposed to fight because I pulled this fool's whole card. It was a, excuse me, this 1982. And back at that time, the Bloods were in 21-23, but they only had one side. And so, and I remember it was this fool that was in, he was in Westside with me. And it was all Crips back then. And now I got out and I came back to the county jail. I was in 21. And my dog, Big Crazy from Five Deuce, Broadway, was upstairs in a cell, and I pulled this fool's whole card. That motherfucker was a Crip, man. Woo, 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 woo. Now he over there with them Bloods. So I pulled his whole card, and Peabody came over to me. I was behind the gate, and I was on the freeway. but the gate was locked. So about 4 or 5 Bloods came to the gate. Like, fool, this Killa Martin, nigga, Westside Altadena. You know what's happening, nigga, me and you, homie, you know what's up, lo. Motherfucker, you was a Crip up in Westside just 6 months ago. Well, you know what I'm saying, what you want to do, homie? So I pulled this whole card. But when that fool seen, cause dude is your complexion, light skin, skinny, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to see no young rider. I was in my 22, 23. You don't want to see no young rider. So he backed that fact right on down. But yeah, I met dude, and I was in Old Folsom with him too.
Oh, wow. So y'all didn't have that fight?
No, we didn't have that fight because he seen I was down. I'd already pulled dude's whole card, and dude didn't want to fight me, so he PC'd up when we went to the chow hall. So the rest of the Bloods was like, oh man, you know.
So when you got to the pen, what was it like seeing him again?
So when I got to Old Folsom, he was up there, and I don't even know if he probably remembered me or not, but he had his henchman, Cowhead from PDL, and you know, one of my rivalries, and but yeah, it wasn't no funk. It wasn't nothing like that because back then, homie, you ain't got time for no blood and Crip stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? We're in prison, and we got to be looking out for the whites. We got to look out for the Mexicans. We ain't got time. I ain't got time to be tripping with you, Kev Mac. You know what I'm saying? Even if you killed one of my homies or I killed one of y'all, we ain't got time to do that. You know, so it's so nothing never came to play with that.
All right, shit, we can end it unless you got something you want.
I do want to again just touch on, man, the importance of, you know, I understand this interview process and I appreciate it because we got to get the word out, but we got to get the word out as well, man. It's time to stop killing each other, homies. And if you're a G, you ain't even gotta be a G. If you help tear up your neighborhood, you are responsible to help repair it. And whatever which way you can. That simply means hollering at these little young kids. Hey man, look, homie, you 15, homie, you keep going the way you're going, this is what's gonna happen to you, dog. And you just gotta talk to these kids, man, so we can change the narrative, Kev Mac. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get to work, man. It's time to love on each other. It's time for us to get back to remember how it was when we was kids. Black power, well, that meant something, right? And what that simply means is black unity. Let's come together, man. So my grandkids and your grandkids won't be shooting at each other, but actually be working side by side with each other, being business partners, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We lost too many G's, man, from every neighborhood. Every neighborhood in Los Angeles, California, man, every hood, it's been losses. I mean, significant losses. And it's time to end that nonsense, man.